Hiya guys, so this is Live Truth Seeking here. So I thought I would just bring this up because I actually find it quite interesting, a fascinating guy, even though we all know he's a stooge and a sellout, just like all the other billionaires. I find him really fascinating, and for some weird reason, even though he's playing on this world stage and he's just playing his role, I find it hard to hate him. I know that sounds weird, because I just find him such a fascinating guy. Despite what you think of him, whatever, I know for a fact that he is, like they all are, just playing their roles. It's not actually probably who he is as a person, but nonetheless, he is a fascinating guy. So I thought I'll just talk to you today a little bit about him. Because I did watch a documentary on it, even though I think some of it is a load of baloney and a load of lies. I find this guy quite fascinating, and if you've heard the news, he's now taken over to be the world's richest man. And this is the guy that believes that we live in a simulation. He believes in Neuralink, which is brain chips, which is crazy. The world's richest man wants to turn artificial intelligence and human beings, merge them together. So that's the world we live in. That's the world we live in today from 2021. When they say 2021 is going to be the year of advanced technology, I've heard that a couple of years ago, that 2021 was going to be the year of AI taking over. And what do you know? The guy behind Tesla, the guy that wants to merge artificial intelligence with human beings, with the Neuralink, travel. He wants the Hyperloop, all sorts of this really fascinating, scary technology. Elon Musk. Let's read it. He was the co-founder behind PayPal, obviously bringing in the cashless society. So he is a guy that people don't seem to talk about much. When truth seekers look into it, they say Bill Gates, even Jeff Bezos, who Elon Musk's overtaken, which is weird because have you noticed? It's just this last couple of years, all of a sudden you've got hundreds of billions. He was on as little as £20 billion. Bill Gates was the richest man in the world. Then Jeff Bezos overtook him like a year or two ago. Now Elon Musk has overtaken Jeff Bezos, and he was only on $20 million. He's worth 20 billion. Sorry, billion, not million, billion. He's worth $20 billion. Now he's worth getting towards $191 billion. I mean, bloody hell. They reckon even the first trillionaire will be not so long. Him or Jeff Bezos will be the first trillionaire. But yeah, Bill Gates has long gone past that. So the guy behind Tesla. He's got some interesting goals, guys. Really interesting. Well, yeah, this is a guy that talks about the Neuralink and merging with AI. So if I can find it here. Here's a guy behind Tesla, obviously. Obviously, why is it called Tesla? So is Tesla going to be remembered as Elon Musk, or is it going to be remembered from Nikola Tesla? Are they trying to steal the ideas from Nikola Tesla? Do you know what I mean? Are they stealing the ideas from him? And Elon Musk is going to be the guy that's going to be remembered. Do you know what I mean? It's quite scary and alarming when they talk about artificial intelligence and microchips merging human beings with artificial intelligence, transhumanism. This is and wanting to live forever. This is a guy that's behind it. The world's richest man now is behind all that. So it's all linking in together with the fourth industrial revolution, the Great Reset. It's all coming together. It makes sense. So he's on to climate change as well. He's against climate change, pushing the climate change narrative. With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. Elon Musk sees the dangers of AI as a more pressing threat. With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. In all those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, it's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon. Doesn't work. End up with universal basic income, which we've been talking about for a while. A lot of truth seekers talk about that as well, or like something like that due to automation. Elon thinks that automation could lead to universal basic income, which is what's heading out now, destroying the fucking businesses, the local businesses, the middle income, getting rid of the middle class. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. He's talking about the Hyperloop, getting rid of. He wants automated electric cars where no one will own the cars, and it'll drive you to your destination. A Hyperloop that'll get you from one city to another, one smart city to another smart city. This guy is talking about all this stuff. This guy is behind, plays the front line of all this. And I thought I'll probably do a video, and I'm going to do more. I'm going to look more into this because he's an interesting character. I watched a documentary yesterday about his beliefs. He believes that simulation. He believes we're living in a simulation. He believes that AI is going to take over humanity, outsmart humanity. So that's why his excuse is that's his excuse for merging technology with human beings. Crazy stuff, and people think it's a conspiracy theory that they want to do this stuff, but it's in your face. This is what he wants to do. You can search it yourself. There's documentaries on him. He wants to merge artificial intelligence with human beings. He wants transhumanism. He even wants to live forever. Do you know, he wants to basically manipulate the human DNA. It's so obvious. So Elon Musk believes that the Earth wouldn't be better off without human beings, despite our faults. Not everyone loves humanity either. So I think he's the type of person that thinks, or I'd like to think that he thinks that he's doing it for the good of humanity. But I think he's just a frontline guy working for someone else that's in the hidden. But yeah, the world's richest man is a transhumanism. He's into transhumanism, so yeah, thought I'd find it interesting. He's a crazy. This guy is a psychopath when you look into him. When he was a kid, he experimented with explosives, and he wasn't very. He was into science, but he wasn't very looked after as a kid. He had supposedly a hard childhood and was bullied, apparently. Now, I don't know how true that all is, you know, we all have to question all this. But Elon Musk believes nuking Mars may be the quick way to making it habitable. On The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Elon Musk was asked how the world would transform Mars into an inhabitable planet. He said, "You would warm it up." Stephen goes to ask how you would do that. Musk said, "There is a fast way and a slow way." Colbert responds by asking, "The fast way is," Musk said, "the fast way is to drop a nuclear weapon over the poles." Guys, this is where I start to get this is where it gets interesting. Now, obviously, with space and the planets and Mars and the conspiracy, you know, well, I'll say conspiracy theories, I'll say the seeking to see if it's flat, if the Earth's flat, what the shape is, you know, what's real, like what's really out there. And this guy wants to get humans to Mars, to space. He's talking about getting humans to Mars, to space by 2050, 2060. That's going to be bloody interesting. I just cannot get my head around some of this, because he wants to get humans into space where they can go on holiday to, say, like Mars or even the moon. He wants to get humans onto Mars and on the moon and into space, like average citizens like us. Yeah, to a degree, I believe the moon landing was a complete hoax. I don't know the shape of the Earth. I don't know if it's flat or a globe. I don't know. I haven't really looked into that. But what I find interesting is he wants to do that. Is it just a false belief to try and get people to believe that there is the Earth's round and, that we can go to different planets? And it's giving that people false hope. I don't know, but it seems very optimistic in doing all this stuff. It's where they're going with it, though. Maybe it's just to try and get people to believe that the moon landing was real and everything in space was real. But then a diversion later on in the future where he says, okay, we can't continue this space program anymore for whatever reason. I'm just going to focus on the artificial intelligence side of it instead. Who knows? But nonetheless, a bit of a psychopath. Fascinating guy, nonetheless, though. A fascinating character. He's been put on the front line. It's fascinating that the world's richest man is a transhumanist. He wants to merge technology with humans. He wants to put a microchips inside people's brains, basically a Neuralink. And he's thinking huge, this guy. And he seems to be the front line along with all these other people. And when I see him, he comes across as a really nice, happy, jolly chap, to be honest with you. Whether he is or not, I don't know. But wow. It's amazing. It's fascinating to see where all this is going to end up, because it seems to be in line with the Fourth Industrial Revolution. The world's richest man, comes into power in 2021 and happens to be a transhumanist with all the tech, with everything we're told. It seems like it's all a narrative that's all linked together, and it is when you see through it. So yeah, it's quite a hard one to talk about, really. Wondering where it's going to go. But yeah, I just thought I would talk about him because no matter if you hate him, like him, he's a horrible person. If he's a horrible person and all that, we don't know how much dirty stuff he's done or whether he's innocent. He's a fascinating guy. It's a fascinating, interesting topic to talk about, especially now. So yeah, the world's richest man is a transhumanist and wants to mix artificial intelligence with humans. Thanks, guys.